Welcome to Splendid Tales, where silence has no place and justice always finds its voice. Ridgewood High was the kind of school people bragged about: clean lockers, smiling teachers, and parents who believed their children could do no wrong. But behind that perfect picture, there were secrets, and Maya Cole had become one of them. At 17, Maya was everything they envied: bright, elegant, and kind. But to three girls from powerful white families, she was something else, a reminder of everything they feared losing. They mocked her skin, her hair, her voice. Their taunts echoed through the hallways, poisoning every day she tried to rise above it. One Friday afternoon, they cornered her behind the gym. It started like all their cruelty: petty, practiced, sharp. Then came the shove. Then another. Her books scattered, pages fluttering in the wind, and when her head hit the ground, the laughter stopped. For a moment, there was only silence, then panic, then lies. Teachers claimed it was an accident. The principal promised an investigation. But truth doesn't hide forever, not in the age of phones and viral videos. That night, the world saw the clip: three laughing faces, one broken body, and a crowd frozen in cowardice. Comments flooded in, anger spread like wildfire, and the story was everywhere. Across the city, Dr. Vanessa Cole, Maya's mother, a woman whose signature could move markets, watched that same video from her office. Her face didn't flinch, her eyes didn't blink. She simply stood, canceled her meetings, and left. Because when a mother like Vanessa Cole moves in silence, the whole world learns what power truly looks like. This is just the beginning, and you're watching Splendid Tales. By the time Vanessa Cole reached the hospital, her daughter lay motionless beneath pale lights, tubes tracing her fragile breaths. The machines beeped softly, but the silence in Vanessa's chest was louder. She looked down at Maya's bruised skin, her beautiful curls matted with blood, and something inside her changed forever. For years, Vanessa had built empires, leading one of the biggest corporations in the country. Her name opened doors, her words moved money, but that night power took on a new meaning. She wasn't just a CEO anymore. She was a mother with an army behind her. The school tried to downplay the incident, but they didn't know who they were dealing with. Vanessa sent her team of lawyers before sunrise. By morning, every parent in Ridgewood knew the name Maya Cole. The police had no choice but to reopen the case, and every reporter in the city wanted an interview. The bullies' families panicked. Their parents called in favors, begged for silence, but Vanessa wasn't interested in deals, only justice. Because when a mother's heart burns for her child, not even the powerful can escape the fire. And this fire was just getting started. If you're still watching, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because this part is where everything turns. By Monday morning, Ridgewood High was a crime scene in silence. Reporters crowded the gates, cameras flashing like lightning. Teachers avoided eye contact. The three bullies, once untouchable, now hid behind their parents' money, but it couldn't shield them anymore. The first girl's father owned a construction company partnered with Cole Holdings. By noon, his contract was gone. Within 24 hours, his investors pulled out. The second girl's mother, a PR executive, found her inbox flooded with cancellations, every client cutting ties. And the third? Her family's name went viral, trending under a tag no one ever wants to see: Justice for Maya. Vanessa didn't need to lift her voice. Her silence spoke louder than threats. She stood at the press conference, calm and immaculate in white, demanding full accountability from the school board. Teachers were placed on suspension for negligence, the principal was forced to step down, and the district superintendent faced public questioning on live television. The same people who once called Maya lucky now called her brave. But Vanessa didn't care for their pity. She wanted lasting change. And while the bullies faced expulsion, their parents faced consequences no apology could undo. Justice wasn't just served, it was televised. Weeks passed. The world had moved on to new scandals, new headlines, but inside that quiet hospital room, time stood still. Sunlight poured through the blinds as machines hummed a soft rhythm. Then, one morning, a trembling hand moved. Maya's fingers twitched. Her eyes fluttered open. She was weak, but alive. And when she saw her mother's face, calm, fierce, unbroken, she whispered only one word: Mom. Tears filled Vanessa's eyes, but she didn't cry. She smiled, the kind of smile that carried both relief and vengeance. She leaned close and whispered that the world now knew the truth. The bullies were expelled. Their families had fallen from their pedestals. And The school, the same one that had once ignored her daughter's pain, had been forced to rewrite its policies, rehire with integrity, and confront the racism it had long hidden. Maya became more than a survivor. She became a symbol. Her story spread beyond Ridgewood to classrooms, television panels, and corporate offices. Students started speaking up. Teachers began paying attention. Change, real change, had begun. A year later, Maya stood beside her mother at a charity gala hosted by Cole Holdings. Cameras flashed as she addressed the crowd. Her voice shook at first, but it grew stronger with every word. She spoke not of revenge, but of rebirth, of turning pain into purpose. Her mother watched proudly, knowing that this was what true victory looked like, not destruction, but transformation. The girls who once laughed at Maya now scrolled through their screens, seeing her grace every headline, every talk show, every platform that once ignored her existence. And somewhere deep inside, they realized power never truly belonged to cruelty, it belonged to character. And as always, this has been another unforgettable story from Splendid Tales, where pain meets purpose, truth meets power, and justice always finds its way. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that shake the system and touch the soul.